Do you want this? I said, do you want this?
This movie was definitely something. I walked into the movie theater with no pre-knowledge about what this movie was, except that it was supposed to be a horror movie. It took a while for the horror element to kick in. We got a nice little background of him practicing with his dad and going through the process of growing as a player and a little boy before his dad's passing. I thought all this was very cute and a nice little way to get us invested into the character and his motivations. We didn't see his rise as a high school athlete struggling to overcome obstacles, but through the memories and his teaching of his dad's, that helps him overcome them. All of this work is very touching, but my main issue is that this is a horror movie, and it's still taking a long time for the horror element to kick in. And when it does, it's kind of like a really bad trip. I almost thought I was high for a second, losing my mind. I'm not lying when I say this movie is just weird. We fast forward a little, and now he's in college, succeeding and being a #1 prospect for the draft. Here is where the story takes a turn. Someone dressed in like this weird outfit, costume thing, smacks him over the head one night. And after a game, that causes him to have this really tragic brain injury. And the doctor thinks that he's one more terrible accident away from not being able to play anymore, and that could have serious implications on his life. And for me, I think this is where the story ends. The dude quite literally, the brain injury is just terrible, and I don't think that he should have been allowed to continue playing. But that won't stop him, mentioning the title of the movie, because his family is so important to him. He needs to succeed for his family. His draft stock falls as a result, and his prospects aren't looking too good. That's when one night that he's at a party, he gets a call from his agent. His agent's like, yo, this dude's about to retire. The team's looking at you to come in, come sit for a year, learn from him, and maybe that job is yours. What do you think? Takes a moment. He's laying in his bathtub. He's like, I'm going to the league. And, he turns up, has a really, really fun night before he heads out to go, start practicing with the GOAT and learning from the GOAT. But as he gets there, he's really welcomed by these weird fans who aren't excited to see him. These fans are like crazy. And I'm talking about crazy because at one point, one of them sneaks in while he's in a sauna and tries to kill him. And the GOAT has to step in and shoot that person basically. And this whole process at the GOAT's house is kind of where the element of the horror starts to take it. All these weird things start happening. Weird images are flashing, he's seeing things. Eventually he calls home. He's like, Mom, I'm seeing things, This is where the horror element starts to kick in. He goes to this party. The trainer is like, run. He's like, what? Huh? And, he starts having these really weird experiences with the GOAT. The GOAT kind of wanted him to have sex with his wife. And then when he didn't, he's like, how are you going to be great if you're not willing to lose things? And then that's when we then get the weirder, even weird ending, which is crazier. He has to battle for a title of the GOAT in this strange, brutal showdown that feels kind of like a ritual and kind of like half a nightmare. In the middle of all this chaos, he learns the truth about his dad's choices and the sacrifices that he made for him the whole time. And he learns that he's being injected with this kind of weird blood that's making him be better, and there can only be one GOAT. So he has to eventually sacrifice the GOAT for him to assume that title. But he also kills everybody in the whole process. He makes everybody pay for it. And at the end, it kind of tries to blend it all back together into the themes of family, legacy, and ambition. But at the same time, it's so out there that I was just like, huh? What did I just watch? So overall, I won't say this movie's terrible. I won't say it's great, but I'll definitely say it's a 6 out of 10. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm trying these new types of videos. Sorry, I'm a day late on the upload. But yeah, don't forget to share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have an amazing, fantastic day.